Good morning. So I just wanted to stop in really quick this morning. I just had a thought as I was getting ready, and I thought that I would share it. So this morning my thought was to be joyful for what we have. And we might always want something different. We can look at other people's lives and we can think that they're so much greater than ours. We can look at our problems and just focus on that. Or we can decide to be joyful for what we have. And I have people ask me all the time how I can be so grateful, how I can be so thankful when I have scars. And I only have the one finger on my left hand, and I only have the partial thumb. And how I can be so grateful for that. And I just learned years ago that it's whatever we decide to focus on. I can sit around and I can play the victim. And I can be upset, and I can cry about it every single day. And I can just really focus on that. And I can be upset all the time about it. And I can look, poor pitiful me, look at what I have to endure, look at what I have to go through. Or I can cultivate that joy in my heart and truly, truly be thankful and be grateful and wake up every day and be thankful. When the doctor first told me that he could make me a thumb, I would just be sitting around my home and the tears would start pouring. And I was just so grateful for that. So I hadn't even received it yet, but I was already so thankful in my heart just for the opportunity of it. And I let that go with me through surgery. I let that help me through the recovery process. And every day I would just wake up and I would think, I have a thumb inside this bandage. I have a thumb. And I let that help me and to remind me to be grateful. So I think every single day we can focus on that. We can look at what we have to be thankful for. And one of my favorite things to do is to write in a gratitude journal. And when I sit down and I really start writing those things, and you might think, well, I don't really have anything to be thankful for today. But sometimes I just think, God, thank you, God, that I have my eyesight, that I can hear. Today I can walk. I start listing all of these things. I'm independent. I can do things for myself. I can still work. And when I start listing these things and truly feeling the joy in my heart, it just makes my whole day better. I just go around and I have a smile on my face because I'm truly grateful for what I have. And I don't ever want to play the victim. I don't ever want to feel like the victim, because I think when we get in that mindset, then we take away our joy. And every day is just such a beautiful gift. And it's however we choose to look at it. We can be miserable with our job. We can not really like our house. We could want a bigger house. Or there's all of these different things. There might be something in our life right now that we don't like. But we can still choose to be joyful throughout it all. And I remember when my son fell and broke his wrist, broke his toe. He had to have surgery. I remember going to the emergency room. I saw how much pain this child was in. I mean, you couldn't even touch him. He was in so much pain. And in the vehicle coming home, we left the emergency room and we were going to see the surgeon. He looked at me and he said, Mom, I'm not going to look at this as a bad thing. I know that there's a reason that this has happened. And so I'm just going to look for the positive in everything. And that's what we did. It was an extremely hard time. He went through surgery, just overcoming it. But he chose to focus on the joy. And I thought about that this morning. Just how proud I was of him for that. He could have whined. He could have said, why did this happen to me? But he decided at just such a young age to just focus on that joy. And it made all the difference in the world. So that's just what I wanted to share today. Just whatever you're going through, if you just start looking for the blessings, the more that we can think about it, the more that we'll find that we have to be thankful for. So I hope y'all have a wonderful Monday, and we will talk soon.